What's going on, guys? Aero here, and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, guys, that September Nintendo Direct has finally happened as it was streamed earlier this morning, and a lot of Nintendo information and game announcements and stuff has been revealed. So I know a lot of people all over are talking about it and giving their thoughts, so I figured I would make a small video kind of and just share with you guys how I feel about some of the announcements, and then kind of hear from what you guys are also thinking about it in the comments down below. Now, in terms of just general overall thoughts about the Nintendo Direct, I feel like it was a pretty decent Direct all around, but it wasn't anything like super insanely exciting to make me jump out of my seat and have this be a Direct that I'm gonna remember forever. I feel like a lot of this stuff was kind of to be expected, and there really wasn't like anything insanely new that was announced that like nobody was anticipating at all, but I do feel like it was a pretty good Direct for some people, and I feel like there was at least one game in here that I feel like would match kind of the preference for what some person might have, so I feel like there was at least something that everybody would be able to enjoy, but it was definitely catered much more towards a certain audience. And maybe you guys have seen all of the memes about the Farm Direct online as well, because there was definitely a lot of farming and simulator types of games. I mean, it was kind of crazy how many they showed, because I think there was like 5 or 6 that were shown, and at that point I was just like, how many are they going to show in this Direct? It kind of became really funny to just see them appear constantly over and over inside of the Direct. But now, in terms of the actual announcements and new game reveals, the Nintendo Direct opened up with Fire Emblem Engage, which is a brand new Fire Emblem game which is going to be coming out very early next year in January of 2023. And this is actually the exact same Fire Emblem game that was leaked a couple months before in the summer, I think, of this year, where we actually had even images that came out supposedly of this like interesting character design, and a lot of people were talking about if this was actually going to be real. And sure enough, it turned out to be completely true, as everybody is saying this toothpaste looking girl right now is in fact going to be the real protagonist of the next new Fire Emblem game. But pretty much all they talked about in terms of how this game is going to work is all turning out to be true as well, where they talked about how you're basically going to be able to summon characters from past Fire Emblem games and then use them in combat and stuff, and that actually makes me very excited. My favorite Fire Emblem character, and honestly my favorite video game girl of all time, Lynn from Fire Emblem, is there, so like I'm very excited. I'm definitely going to be getting that game for sure. But I feel like overall it's just going to be a pretty cool fan servicey type of game if you just want to kind of see your favorite characters appear and fight alongside new characters. And I wonder exactly how they're going to tie into the story and stuff, and there's a lot of interesting theories that people have actually come up with already, where it seems like you're going to be using these special rings to be able to summon heroes from past Fire Emblem games, and people are thinking, well, what if that means that the antagonists also have these rings and they can summon villains from the past Fire Emblem games too? There's a lot of cool potential that they could do, so I'm actually pretty excited for this game, and I'm definitely going to be picking it up. Now, another big announcement that was inside of this Nintendo Direct is that Pikmin 4 is finally confirmed to be a real thing, and we've pretty much heard Mr. Miyamoto say since like 2015 that Pikmin 4 has been near completion, and it's just been so weird. We have no idea what happened to the state of that game and how long it's actually been done for, or any of that. But yeah, now we know that Pikmin 4 is in fact a real thing, and it is going to be coming out next year in 2023. Unfortunately, they didn't give like an insane reveal for it. They kind of just showed like a very small glimpse of the game, kind of like what the title screen and stuff is probably going to look like. But besides that, we didn't really get any gameplay or anything like that. It's just kind of confirmation that next year there is going to be a new Pikmin game. So yeah, I mean, if you're a Pikmin fan, you definitely have not been getting any new games for many years now, so I'm sure you're very happy. So that is definitely a pretty good announcement. Now, we also got a brand new Kirby game, or I guess not really a new game, but we got a remake of Kirby's Return to Dreamland. So that's basically just going to be a remake of an older game, but it looks like there is going to be some other new features and things that are added also, and that's going to be coming out next year in February. So it definitely seems like Kirby fans have been eating pretty well recently too. Like, you got Kirby Forgotten Land this year, and then we also had like I think another smaller Kirby game that came out this year too, and then now you're getting this remake which is going to be happening next year. So Kirby fans have definitely been getting a lot of cool stuff. But yeah, that was definitely a pretty nice announcement to have there too. But the biggest announcement and the big thing that Nintendo say for the final part of the Nintendo Direct is we finally got a little bit more information about the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel. So finally, after 3 years, we can stop calling it Breath of the Wild 2, as we now finally have a proper title for it, as it is called The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And that is a pretty cool name, if I'm being honest with you guys. I feel like it does sound pretty cool. And I'm excited to see how it's going to tie into the game and how exactly it is going to work. There's so many theories right now that people already have about why it's going to be called Tears of the Kingdom and how the game is actually going to be really sad or really dark. So I'm excited to see how it's actually going to play into the game. But the thing about this trailer is, even though it is Zelda and I'm sure it's going to be great and everything, the trailer for this was still really short and brief for some reason, where they basically kind of just showed like 50 seconds or so of a little bit of more gameplay where you got to see like Link jumping off an island in the sky and stuff, and that was kind of it. And then they just showed the logo for the game and the title, and we have a release date now, which is that it's going to be coming out in March of 2023. But even then, I still feel like we still haven't had like a really big proper like 3-minute reveal for this game. So I don't know what is up with this game and like just them not really showing us anything really about it. Like, of course it is a Zelda game and I'm sure it's going to be good and all, but I don't know, it's just so weird how they haven't been showing us like anything at all about it. Like, I really kind of want to see like the actual gameplay of this game. How is the combat going to look like when I'm fighting bokoblins? How is it going to be like with this new Master Sword? What are some of the new kind of powers that I'm going to have with like the runes and things like that? I don't know, it's just so weird why they're not showing any of that type of stuff inside of these trailers. And even just having like more kind of the story stuff too, like having some voice acted scenes and stuff about what the characters are saying and all of that. It just seems like they're being so quiet about it. So I don't know what's up with it. We know that it is still a couple of months away now, because if it's coming out in May, it is a little bit later than I expected. When they said spring 2023, I was kind of thinking it was going to be like March or April. So I guess they still do have more time for them to actually show kind of the exciting parts about the game. But I don't know, it just feels like since they revealed this game in 2019, for the last couple of years, they've kind of just been giving us very kind of small, brief little glimpses of the game and not really showing us too much about it. So I don't know what's up with it, but I do hope that we actually get like a proper big trailer at some point, because I don't know, I mean, I'm sure the game will be great, but I don't know, it's just really weird with the state of how they're kind of handling everything. But yeah, that's pretty much kind of all the big stuff that was inside of this Nintendo Direct. Honestly, it seems like this Nintendo Direct was really kind of just focused a lot on updates and stuff instead of having like new game announcements, because we had like Fire Emblem and Pikmin and stuff like that, but a lot of it was kind of just updates on existing games, like the Mario Kart DLC tracks and Switch Sports getting golf and Mario Strikers getting new characters like Pauline, the new hero character in Xenoblade 3 and stuff like that. So I don't know, man. I mean, it feels like a lot of these Nintendo Directs now don't really have like insanely kind of new game announcements. Definitely in terms of the September ones, I feel like the ones that happen earlier in the year, like the ones that happen in like February at the start of the year, those ones usually have like a lot of cool game announcements, but the September ones usually kind of just have updates and stuff. So I don't know, overall I feel like it was just a pretty standard Nintendo Direct in my opinion. I would probably give it like a 7 or 8 out of 10. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, then definitely be sure to click that like button and also comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of this. How did you guys feel about this Nintendo Direct? Did you guys like it a lot? Did you not like it? What would you guys rate it? And what were some of your favorite announcements? Definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know. If you're new to this channel, then please be sure to subscribe. I'm definitely going to have some more Nintendo content in the future, so definitely be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Click on that bell to become a part of the notification squad. Go follow me on Twitter at @Aero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros. And Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.